Anderson Field at Bobcat Stadium in Grandview Heights, Ohio. It's OHSAA high school football. This matchup features the Bucyrus Redmen and the Grandview Bobcats. Hi again, everybody. Murphy Horning here alongside our color analyst and production assistant, John Sternecker, and our studio analyst slash stat man, Calvin Horning. Glad you all are aboard here. Bucyrus out of Division 6, Region 22 in the Northern 10 Athletic Conference. They entered this game with a record of 1-1. The Grandview Bobcats out of D6, Region 24 in the Mid-State League Ohio Division. They enter this game with a record of 2-0. Bucyrus this year is 1-1. The first game they lost to Gallion 42-7. In the last game, they defeated Cardington Lincoln High School by a score of 26-7. Grandview 2-0. They won their first game versus Centennial. That was a real cliffhanger, John. Grandview won that game by a score of 21-20. And last week, the Bobcats beat Afrocentric 42-24 in a game that was not as close as the scoreboard would indicate, as Afrocentric got a couple garbage time touchdowns. But, John, your assessment of the Bobcats' play so far?
So far this season, I feel like Grandview's done a decent job overall. They've been taking care of business. We knew Centennial coming in this season was going to be a tougher Centennial team, but yet they did what they need to do.
As we're about to have a moment of silence here, and we'll go off air for a quick second for the memory of Bill Brown. Nice tribute there by Kevin Reedy in honor of the late, great Bill Brown, a former football coach here at Grandview Heights and a former teacher who is beloved by many in the Bobcat football program, as the Bobcats take the field here on a hot, steamy, cloudless night here in mid-September. I mean, it's fall. It's supposed to be getting colder, but I guess it's the exact opposite. So it'll be a hot night here tonight as we are about set to go as the Grandview band exits the field. Bucyrus, they're led by head coach Matt McKeever. Their quarterback is Ben Seibert. And, of course, the Bobcats are led by head coach Jason Peters. Matt McKeever is in his first year as the Redmen head coach, and Jason Peters for Grandview Heights has been at the helm since 2007. Bucyrus won the coin toss, and they've elected to defer. They'll be kicking from right to left. They'll defend the south end zone. Bobcats have two men back to return. Charlie James near side, Luke Lachey on the far hash of the field inside the 10-yard line. Tyler Bishop to kick off here for the Redmen as we are about set to go. Fans are still filing in. Bishop gets the whistle. Looks at his men on the line, runs up, he's into the ball, and we are underway here at Bobcat Stadium. End-over-end kick fielded by Lachey at the 6. He's to the 10, the 15, 20, sideline, 25, and he's bumped out of bounds shy of the 30. And that's where the Bobcats will have starting field position here tonight, John.
Yes, Murphy. And remember, Grandview's taking on a team, Bucyrus team, that a lot of people, they don't really know how good this Bucyrus team is. They beat a Cardington Lincoln team that's supposedly having a down year, and they only beat them by a touchdown or two. And so this is a team that
they won that game 26-7. So they won that game pretty.
Did they?
Yep. They did lose a blowout game to Gallion though, 42-7. As the whistle blows, Cats trying to get some substitutions in. Cats have the ball at the 29-yard line, and we are ready to go. Casey in the shotgun, Davis at his right hip. Two receivers wide, far side to the left. That's Culp and Luke Lachey. Casey sends Lachey in motion. Lachey keeps it. He's past the 30, and Casey dives down to the 31 for a gain of 3. So give Casey 3 on the play there. It's now 2nd down and 7. make that 8. As the Bobcats try to go with the jet sweep, the old Andre Reedy play there, but well discovered by the Redmond defensive line. Casey in the shotgun, 2 receivers near side to the right, 1 wide to the left, that's Luke Lachey. Davis in the gun with Casey. Handoff to Davis. Davis middle, 35, bounces off a tackle, trying to push his way, and he stood up at the 36. So give him about 5 yards there, and it's 3rd and short. First drive of the game, no score, Grandview and Bucyrus, 1 minute into the first quarter here. Casey in the gun, 3 receivers, 1 wide to the left, 2 near side to the right. Casey in the gun, Davis has left hip. Casey takes a snap, throws right, cut by for first down by Glenn Cribbs, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 41-yard line. So Casey to Cribbs, 5-yard strike, and the Bobcats get their first down of the game. So that's the first time Casey put the ball in the air. It's just a short pass right, but it's good for a first down. 1st and 10, Grandview Heights at their own 41-yard line. Grandview nothing, Bucyrus nothing, 90 seconds into the game. Casey in the shotgun, Davis at his left hip. 2 receivers to the right. Casey takes the snap, handoff middle to Davis. Davis lowers the shoulder, and he continues to drive his way to the 46. Good job by Darion Davis. He's continuing to push the pile, and he's getting a lot of yards after contact here, and that's good to see because he came into this year after that face mask in the Paint Valley game. He's out with something to prove, and he showed it the first 2 games. He's showing it so far here tonight. 2nd down and 5 for the Bobcats, their own 46-yard line. 10 minutes left here in the first quarter. 2 receivers wide to the left, Luke Lachey wide to the right. Davis at Casey's left hip. Bucyrus showing blitz. They almost jumped, and a snap to Casey, but before that, a flag flies. Looks like there's some movement on the Bobcats' offensive line there. And it is a false start against Grandview Heights, and it'll make it 2nd down and 10. Second down and 10 for the Bobcats. No score, 9:50 left here in the first quarter. First drive of the game. Casey in the shotgun, Davis to his left, 2 receivers wide, far side to the left. Luke Lachey, bottom of your screen to the right. Casey takes a shotgun snap. He's looking to throw. He's flushed, rolling to his right. He's in trouble, and he's thrown down and sacked at the 33-yard line. That's Andrew Pfeiffer with the sack for the Redmen, and it's now 3rd and long for Grandview Heights. So that'll be scored as a 7-yard loss, and it's 3rd and 17 and an obvious passing down for the Bobcats. So penalties cost the Bobcats first game against Centennial, and that sack does Grandview in there, but they still have a chance here. 3rd down and 17, trips wide to the left, 1 receiver wide to the right. That's Corey Culp. Casey takes a shotgun snap, play action, throws over the middle. It's tipped, nearly intercepted and incomplete. That was Andrew Pfeiffer again. He had the sack on the 2nd down play. He almost had an interception there. So big series for Andrew Pfeiffer, and the Bobcats will have to punt on 4th and 17.
And what we just saw right there, Murphy, was a lot of plays Grandview ran against Afrocentric with those little quick screen passes. This time, Bucyrus did a good job to execute and make sure there's nothing getting past them.
Indeed they did. Connor McCormick to punt for the Bobcats. 2 men back for Bucyrus. Kellen Knopfsinger near side. End over end, short kick. It bounces inside the 40, and it's down by Trey Cook at the 36. And that's where Bucyrus will start for their first drive of the night. Again, this is our first video broadcast of the year because it is a home game. We are not allowed to provide videotape for away games, but since this is at Anderson Field, you get to see the work of our cameraman, John Sterniker. Seibert in the shotgun. He takes a snap, hands it off to Newland. Newland doesn't have a whole lot of room, and he dives down to the 37. So give him 2 or 3 on the play. Good containment by the Grandview D-line. Looks like he got 3 on the play. Bucyrus, they run out of the wing T formation. They like to go with double tight ends, but they can throw the ball. Ben Seibert, the quarterback, has been known to air the ball out. He had 3 passing touchdowns last week against Cardington Lincoln. He's in the shotgun here. Devin Newland at his right hip. 3 receivers. He takes a snap. He throws left. It's caught by Zahner. Zahner turns upfield. He's to the 35, and he is stood up just as he gets to the 36. So good job by the Bobcats secondary. And it's now 3rd and manageable for the Redmen. Third down and 4, 7:40 left here in the first quarter. Grandview and Bucyrus tied, no score. Seibert in the shotgun. Devin Newland at his right hip. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Seibert takes a snap. He's back to throw. He steps up, throws over the middle. It's caught for a first down by Knopfsinger. He turns upfield, slips down to the 49. As Bucyrus airs the ball out on 3rd down. And they now have the ball at midfield. And we have an injured Bucyrus player on the field there. I can't tell who that is. Looks like it's Keaton Knopfsinger. And while he's being tended to, we'll take a quick break here on ghathletics.org. Grandview nothing, Bucyrus nothing. You're watching Bobcats football on ghathletics.org. Stay tuned. Back here in Grandview, Keaton Knopfsinger was the injured player. He was able to walk off the field on his own power. That's good to see. Meanwhile, back to football here. 1 receiver each direction. Seibert in the shotgun. Newland at his right hip. A handoff to Newland. Newland cuts it back, and he gets stopped at the 48. Good job by the Cats D-line there. So give him 2 on the play, as it looks like Joey Bertani was in there on the tackle. And it's now 2nd down and 8. 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. Bobcats and Redmen tied 0-0. Jake Zimmerman also credited with a tackle there. 2nd down and 8 for Bucyrus. Seibert in the gun. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Newland in the backfield. Seibert takes a snap, rolls to his right, throws. It's caught by Zahner. Zahner fights his way past the 40. He's got the first down, and he dives down to the 38 of Grandview, and that's another Bucyrus first down. First and 10, Bucyrus at the Grandview 39-yard line. This is their first drive of the game. Grandview punted in their first possession. Bucyrus breaks the huddle. They'll line up 2 receivers near side to the left, and you have a tight end and a wing to the right. Seibert in the shotgun with Newland in the backfield. Seibert takes a snap. A handoff middle to Newland. Newland lowers the head, dives down to the 36. So give him 3 on the play there. Looks like Alfie Sterniker was in on the tackle. Darion Davis credited with the tackle. 2nd down and 7, Redmen at the Bobcats 36-yard line. No score here, 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Seibert in the shotgun. Devin Newland in the backfield. One receiver each direction. It looks like the receiver on the far side, Knopfsinger, got a head start. And this is a false start against Bucyrus. That'll make it 2nd down and 12.
And we'd like to introduce our junior varsity cheerleaders that are with us here tonight. Hello, ladies. How are you? Turn around. Let's go. Who you are.
That false start puts Bucyrus back to the Grandview 41. It's now 2nd down and 12. Redmond looking over at Matt McKeever, the head coach, for the play call. They break the huddle. They line up one receiver wide to the right, one wide near side to the left. Seibert, as usual, is in the shotgun with Newland in the backfield. Seibert takes a snap, looks right, throws right. It's caught by Knopfsinger. He's to the 40, trying to cut across the field. 35, 30, still on his feet. Bobcats trying to rip away at the ball, and it looks like he's just short of the 1st down. Actually, that looks like it was Jalen Zahner, not Knopfsinger, with the reception. And he did get the 1st down, so move the chains, as the ball will be spotted at the 28-yard line. Cyrus, they're a team, they like to pound the ball, they like to wear you down. Well, this time they're throwing a lot, but they are milking the clock quite a bit. This is only the 2nd series of the game. There's only 4:30 left here in the 1st quarter. Seibert in the gun. He takes a snap, looks right, throws right. It's caught by Zahner. Zahner's sideline, slips a tackle 20, 15, and he's pulled down by Darion Davis at the Grandview 12-yard line. 16 yards, and that's another Bucyrus 1st down, and they're in business. So Zahner gets down to the 13-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the catch and run there. And it's now 1st and 10 for Bucyrus, the Grandview 13-yard line. The Redmen do not need to get into the end zone here to get a 1st down. Seibert in the shotgun. Newland at his left hip, one receiver each direction. Seibert takes a snap. He keeps it. He's looking for the corner, cuts it back, and he pushes his way towards the 10-yard line. Luke Lachey, Darion Davis, and Matthew Taylor in on the tackle. And it's now 2nd down.
Number 2, Seibert, the ball carrier. Shot by number 24, Luke Lachey, Darion Davis, and number 28, Alex Sturcker.
2nd down and 7. Bucyrus at the Grandview 10-yard line. No score, 3:26 left here in the 1st quarter. And Bucyrus lines up one receiver each direction. Seibert in the shotgun with Newland. Seibert awaiting the shotgun snap. He takes it. It's a high snap, handoff to Newland, and Newland is hit in the backfield. He's down at the 10-yard line. Good read by the Bobcats defensive line. The high snap probably wreaked havoc with the timing there for Seibert and Newland, as he's actually tackled for a 1-yard loss, and it's now 3rd and 8. Alfie Sterniker with the tackle in the backfield. John made sure that I made mention of that. 3rd down and 8, Bucyrus at the Grandview 11-yard line. Student section starts to perk up a little bit. So do the fans. Seibert in the shotgun. 3 receivers wide to the right. You have a wing on the left. Newland in the backfield with Seibert. Seibert takes a shotgun snap. He's back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He's in trouble. He's flung down at the 16-yard line. Matthew Taylor got him. He throws him down for a 5-yard loss, and it's now 4th down. And from here, it's about a 34-yard field goal. And Bucyrus will attempt the field goal. Tyler Bishop, the place kicker for the Redmen. Ben Seibert, the quarterback, to hold. Royce Reddig to snap. Reddig over the ball. Seibert to hold. Bishop to kick. Snap back, hold down. The kick is up. It's deflected and no good. That was a line drive kick, snuck under the upright. It's no good. And John, it looked like a Bobcat got a piece of it on the line. Would you agree?
Yeah, it looks like Grandview got their hands on it.
Yep.
Good job. That hasn't the first time we've seen it this season, Murphy.
No, it is not. Timeout on the field here. We'll take a timeout ourselves. 1:42 left here in the first quarter. No score between Grandview and Bucyrus. You're listening to a presentation of Bobcats football on ghathletics.org. Stay tuned.
all that.
1:42 left here in the first quarter. No score between the Bobcats and Bucyrus. One receiver wide to the left, that's Glenn Cribbs. Two wide to the right, that's Culpin Lachey. Casey in the gun with Davis. Casey takes a low snap, looks right, throws right, caught by Lachey. He's immediately wrapped up and thrown down at the 23 as Jalen Zahner made the tackle. Zenner, rather. So that's a 4-yard gain, and it's now 2nd down and 6. Second down and 6 for Grandview Heights. Luke Lachey wide to the right, and Glenn Cribbs and looks like Alex Sterniker wide to the left. Casey in the gun. Bucyrus showing blitz. Casey takes a snap. Handoff to Davis. Davis hit in the backfield, tries to bounce off a tackle, trying to fight his way towards the line, but he's brought down the 21-yard line. That's a 3-yard loss, and it's now another throwing situation for the Grandview Bobcats on 3rd down. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Grandview and Bucyrus tied at nothing. Third down and 8. Grandview Heights at their own 22-yard line. Two receivers wide to the left, one wide to the right. That's Luke Lachey. Casey takes a snap. He is rolling to his right. He's being chased. He escapes pressure, throws down the sideline. It's caught by Lachey. Was he in bounds? Yes, he was. Luke Lachey with the catch for Grandview Heights, and that's a Bobcats first down. I mean, that's impressive that Luke Lachey got in there. From a naked eye, I thought he was out of bounds, but he must have landed in bounds. In high school, just like college, you only need 1 foot, and Luke Lachey must have gotten that. And it's 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. 1st and 10 Bobcats, their own 31, 14.7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Casey in the shotgun, Cook in the backfield. Two receivers wide to the left, one wide to the right. Casey calls for the snap multiple times, keeps it, throws left side to Corey Culp. He gets blocked 35-40, tries to cut right, slips a tackle 45, and he's brought down at the 47, and that's another Bobcats first down as the clock stops with 6 seconds left here in the first quarter. So give Culp 16 yards on the reception. He had a touchdown catch last week, so he's had a promising start to this season. And the Bobcats will let the clock here run out, and that is the end of the first quarter. A sack does the Bobcats in on a deflected field goal. Second possession of the game. They're beginning to move the ball, and that's where we stand at the end of the first quarter. Grandview nothing, Bucyrus nothing. You're listening to a presentation of Bobcats football on ghathletics.org. Stay tuned. First play of the second quarter here. Hand off to Davis, a burst of speed, 45. Lowers the shoulder. He's down to the 42. So Davis with a quick burst of speed there, and he gets down to the 42-yard line. So Bobcats are in business. First and 10 at Bucyrus 42. No score here, just one play into the second quarter. And the Bobcats will have Luke Lachey wide to the right and Corey Culp and Max Mont wide to the left. Davis in the backfield with Casey. Casey in the gun. Casey takes a snap. Handoff to Cook. Cook breaks a tackle and he dives down to the 38. My apologies. That was Trey Cook in the backfield, not Darion Davis. And give Trey 3 on the play. And it's now second down and 7. Heston Zier, the tackler for Bucyrus. Casey in the gun, Cook in the backfield, 3 receivers, 2 to the right. Casey calls for the snap a couple times, play action, he's rolling to his right, he's being chased, lobs it down the field, nobody there, it's incomplete. Looked like a missed assignment there by either Alfie Sternicker or Glenn Cribbs, or maybe Casey felt the heat and he was just trying to get rid of the ball there, but either way, it's third down and 7. So similar situation the Bobcats were in last time. And it looks like another passing down as it's third and 7 for Grandview Heights at the Redmen 39-yard line. 10:41 left here in the second quarter. Casey lines up in the shotgun, this time with Davis at his left hip. 2 receivers wide to the right, Luke Lachey wide to the left. Casey takes the shotgun snap. He's backpedaling. A screen pass to Davis. Davis is met at the line of scrimmage and pushed back as that was a screen pass that Grandview has ran for years, as where the quarterback takes a 7-step drop. He throws a pop pass to the running back, and usually that gets the receiver a lot of yards there, but Bucyrus had that play discovered right away, and the Bobcats will punt here on 4th and 8.
You can tell Bucyrus has definitely been doing their homework watching film.
Indeed they have. The punt by McCormick, end over end. It's caught inside the 6, fumbled. He recovers it, and he dives forward to the 6-yard line. As that's Keaton Knopfsinger with a 3-yard return there. And Bucyrus will be backed up. They'll have it first and 10 at their own 6-yard line with 9:58 left here in the second quarter. But Bucyrus' defense, they're ready to go. I mean, these teams, they've never faced each other before. This is the first meeting between these two programs, but Bucyrus looks like they've seen this program about 6 times.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only was that last pass stopped by Bucyrus, but they've also done a few other plays that have stopped what people.
They stopped the jet sweep.
Yeah.
They stopped that screen pass. They're ready to go. Seibert under center here with Newland in the backfield. Seibert hands off to Newland. Newland, left tackle, gets up to the 10-yard line for a marginal gain on first down. And it's second down and 7. Alfie Sternicker credited with the tackle. Second down and 7. Bucyrus at their own 9-yard line. No score between Grandview and Bucyrus. 9:26 left here in the second quarter. Seibert under center. Seibert rolling to his left, looking to throw. He throws down the sideline, and a diving attempt by Zenner. Did he make the catch? No, he did not. It's incomplete. It's now third down. And that is Seibert's first incompletion on 6 attempts. So he's been very accurate throwing the football here today. Third down and 7. Redmond backed up at their own 9-yard line. You would think they do throw it again here. This is the most receivers I've seen them put out on the field here. 2 receivers each direction. Seibert takes a shotgun snap. He's rolling to his right. He's looking down the field. A flag flies. It's caught at the 23, as there was a hole that may have been in the end zone. So is this going to be a safety here? Jason Peters thinks it should be. The officials are going to talk it over. Holding on Bucyrus, and they rule that the hold was out of the end zone. Now we'll check on the spot. The throw was a catch at the 23-yard line, so if the play stood, it would have been a first down for the Redmen at the 23, but nope, and it's now 3rd and long as they are backed up about as far as you can be. They're almost at the 1. 3rd down and 14 for Bucyrus at their own 1-yard line. 9:09 left here in the second quarter. Grandview nothing, Bucyrus nothing. Bucyrus lines up 3 receivers wide to the left, a tight end and a wing to the right. Seibert in the shotgun with Molenkoff in the backfield. Seibert takes a snap. He's rolling to his left in the end zone. He throws. It's caught by Knopfsinger, and he is brought down at the 5-yard line, well shy of the first down. And Bucyrus will have to punt out of their own end zone here. And we have an injury on the field. Looks like Knopfsinger is down. And you could imagine there's going to be a lot of players cramping here, but timeout on the field here. 8:57 left here in the second quarter. Grandview nothing, Bucyrus nothing. You're watching a presentation of Grandview Heights football on ghathletics.org. .857 left here in the second quarter. Murphy Horning back here with John Sternecker and Calvin Horning. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Nikki Evans with Coldwell Banker King Thompson, First Merchants Bank, Naughty Pine Brewing Company, Grandview Insurance, Nurture the Salon, State Tire and Service, and Raising Canes. Andy Ditmars to punt here, about 8 yards deep in the end zone. James and Davis back to return for the Bobcats. Ditmars takes a snap, it's perfect, and it's a short punt right side, and this is only gonna get up to not even the 25-yard line. The Bobcats will have great field position here. That is a 17-yard punt, and the Bobcats will start near the red zone here, John.
Yeah, Grandview's going to get excellent field position. If there's any time to get things moving and get things going, it starts right now. You would think Grandview would start to keep giving the ball to Darion here, who's actually been doing a decent job with his carries tonight.
I would think so too here. Cameraman here is camera on the student section here. That's why you hear the noise. It looks like it's neon night here for the Bobcat students. The cameraman likes his shot, he'll walk away. But back to football here, 8:48 left in the second quarter. Grandview and Bucyrus tied at nothing. Grandview lines up 2 receivers each direction. Davis to Casey's right, who's in the shotgun. Casey takes the shotgun snap. He's back to throw. Looks left, throws, caught by Lachey. Lachey trying to weave his way. He's brought down shy of the 15-yard line. It looks like Bryant Pfeiffer made the tackle. And it's now 2nd down and 5. Will the Bobcats go with the pass here? Will they or will they go on the ground with Darion Davis? They left 4 wide, 3 wide to the right, 1 near side to the left. Casey takes a snap, handoff middle to Davis. Davis has some room, 15. He tries to push his way towards the 10-yard line. He got the first down. He's down at the 11, so it's 1st and 10. Bobcats will not need to get into the end zone here to get a first down. 7:55 left here in the first half. We are still scoreless. Bobcats break the huddle. They line up 4 wide, 2 of them each direction. Casey in the shotgun with Davis in the backfield. Motion Lachey and Culp in motion too, but both Culp and Lachey will stay wide to the left. Casey in the gun. Casey takes the snap. Play action. He's rolling to his right. He'll run. He's looking for the corner. He's to the 10, the 5, and he's angled out of bounds at the 4, so give him about 7 or 8 on the play. And it's 2nd and short. So 2nd down and 3 for the Bobcats at the 4-yard line. Again, they do not need to get into the end zone here. This is the best scoring chance for any team so far. Bucyrus had it near the 10-yard line, but they didn't go this far. Casey in the shotgun, Davis in the backfield. 3 receivers, 2 of them to the left. Casey keeps it. He spins his way down to the 2-yard line. He did not get the first down, and it'll be 3rd and 1. Ben Seibert, the quarterback, with the tackle on the play. Actually, 3rd and 2, they rule him down at the 3. I thought he got down to the 2 there, but they only give Casey 1 there. And it's 3rd and 2 at the Bucyrus 3-yard line. Here we go. Bobcats line up Trey Cook and Glenn Cribbs wide to the right. Luke Lachey wide to the left. Casey in the gun with Davis to his left. Casey takes a shotgun snap. A handoff to Dave. No, Casey keeps it, and he's bottled up at the 6-yard line. So the jet sweep is fooling nobody, and the Bobcats will send out Hallie Jaworski to attempt a 23-yard field goal here. Jaworski for her first field goal attempt of the year. That's Trey Cook to snap, James to hold. 23-yard attempt for Hallie Jaworski, her first attempt of the year. Snap back, hold down. The kick is up. Jaworski lines it through, and the kick is good. Bobcats strike first with 5:53 left here in the 2nd quarter. Hallie Jaworski, a 23-yard field goal, and the Bobcats take a 3-0 lead. We'll step aside here with 5:53 left here in the 2nd quarter. Grandview 3, Bucyrus nothing. You're listening to Bobcats football on ghathletics.org. Stay tuned. Three 0 Bobcats, 5:53 left here in the 2nd quarter. Grandview to kick off. Jalen Zenner near side, and Haston Zier left side to return for Bucyrus. They're standing at the 10-yard line. Hayden to kick off for the Bobcats. Hayden into the ball. It's an end-over-end kick, far hash of the field. It's fielded by Zier. Zier to the outside. He's to the 25, looking for the sideline 30. Cuts left 35, dives down to the 36. So that's a good return for Zier there, 25 yards. And decent field position for the Redmen. They'll have the ball at their own 36. Glenn Cribbs, a senior and co-captain with the tackle. 5:43 left here in the second quarter. Grandview 3, Bucyrus nothing. Bobcats looking to improve to 3-0. Bucyrus looking to improve to 2-1. Bucyrus lines up 2 receivers wide, far side to the left, 1 wide to the right. That's Knopfzinger. Seibert in the shotgun with Newland in the backfield. Seibert awaiting the snap. Seibert gets a shotgun snap. A counter to Newland. Newland 35, and he lowers his head down to the 40. So that's a good gain on first down. Or a pretty marginal gain. Give him 4 there. Not bad on first down, and it's second down and 6. Joey Bertani with the tackle. .5:14 left here in the second quarter. Grandview 3, Bucyrus nothing. Seibert in the shotgun, Newland at his left hip. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Seibert takes a shotgun snap, but during the snap, a flag flies. And this looks to be a false start on the Redmen. And yep, that is the call. 5-yard penalty, make it second down and 11. That pushes Bucyrus back to their own 35-yard line.
Can you check your phone? See if the
Second down and 11 for Bucyrus. Seibert under center in the T formation. 1 receiver wide to the left. Seibert, a handoff to Molenkoff. He's looking to throw. He throws down the field, incomplete. He was looking for Zier, and the throw was a wobbler over his outstretched hands. And it's now 3rd and long, and this looks to be an obvious throwing down. Third and 11, 4:39 left here in the second quarter. Cats 3, Bucyrus nothing. Seibert in the shotgun, Newland in the backfield. 2 receivers each direction. And Seibert takes a shotgun snap. He's back to throw. He steps up in the pocket. He pumps, throws over the middle, over everything, incomplete. Jalen Zenner was the nearest receiver available for Bucyrus. And it's now 4th down and 11. And you'd assume that Bucyrus will punt it away here. Davis and James standing at the 35-yard line to return for the Bobcats. Snap back, has trouble with it, but he sends it in the air, end-over-end kick far side. James is going to let it bounce, and he'll take a Bucyrus roll to the 30-yard line, and that's where the Bobcats will take over. So that's a 35-yard punt, and the Bobcats will have the ball near the 30. Quick game summary. Bucyrus, their closest scoring chance was a blocked 34-yard field goal, and that 4th down field goal attempt was after a tackle for a loss, which made the kick more difficult. So that was a big play there, and so far that's Bucyrus' closest scoring attempt. And Grandview scoring, a Hallie Jaworski 23-yard field goal on Grandview's last possession here in the second quarter. And again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Nikki Evans with Coldwell Banker King Thompson, First Merchants Bank, Knotty Pine Brewing Company, Grandview Insurance, Nurture the Salon, State Tire and Service, and Raising Cane's. And I think you can see all those sponsors except Raising Cane's on the Anderson Field scoreboard here. But special thanks to our sponsors. But back to football here. Trips wide to the left, one receiver wide to the right. Davis in the backfield with Kyle Casey, the quarterback. Casey takes a snap, handoff to Davis. Davis breaks a tackle 35, spins off a tackle 40, 45. He's still slipping tackles as he falls backwards to the 49. A good run for Darion Davis. As I tell you what, I'm impressed with how he's performing after contact. He's gotten a lot of yards after contact here. So that's an 18-yard carry for Darion, and it's 1st and 10 Bobcats at their own 48. 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Bobcats 3, Bucyrus nothing. Casey in the shotgun, Davis in the backfield, 4 receivers, 3 of them near side to the left. Casey calls for the snap a couple times. It's a low snap. He's looking to throw. Now rolls to his right. He'll run 50, and he skirts out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So give Kyle 4 on the play. And it's now 2nd down and 6. So give Casey 4 yards on the run there. I don't think that was a designed run. It was a low snap. Casey looked to his left, looked like he was going to throw that way, but then he rolled to his right, and he tried to get the sideline. But he did make something out of nothing. He got 4 on the play. And here the Bobcats line up 3 receivers wide to the left, 1 wide far side to the right. Casey in the shotgun with Davis. Casey takes a snap, a handoff middle, 45, 40. Still on his feet, he dives down to the 34-yard line of Bucyrus. So another good run for Darion Davis, and the Bobcats are in business once again. So officially, Darion gets 13 on the run. So that's 31 yards on just 2 carries this drive for Darion. First and 10 Bobcats at the Bucyrus 35-yard line. 3 receivers wide near side to the left, 1 far side to the right. Casey takes a shotgun snap, a handoff middle to Davis, and he is stonewalled at the line of scrimmage for no gain. We want to give a shout out to Linda Radcliffe, who says, "Go Bobcats from Florida." So once again, a reminder that this is a nationwide program, and Bobcat Nation spreads far and wide. What's that, John? And Jim Lachey, who's doing the color commentary for 97.1 The Fan in Bloomington, Indiana for Ohio State versus IU. He is watching it there tonight. So shout out to Jim Lachey. Casey in the shotgun. He takes the shotgun snap. He looks left, lost 1, looking for Charlie James. He overshot him, incomplete. And speaking of 97.1 The Fan, they will be bringing the Bobcats Bexley game to you next week, so we won't have a telecast for that game, but tune in to 97.1 The Fan, the radio home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Columbus Blue Jackets. And if you're doing something during the Buckeye game tomorrow, you're driving around your kids, I don't know, getting groceries, you're missing the Buckeye game, tune in to 97.1 The Fan for Ohio State versus Indiana. Jim Lachey and Paul Keels will have the call. Casey in the shotgun, 2 receivers split out each direction. Cook in the backfield. Casey takes a low snap, and a whistle blows. And at the last minute, Grandview called a timeout on 3rd down. They didn't like how Bucyrus was lined up. 2:18 left here in the 3rd quarter. Big play coming up. Grandview 3, Bucyrus nothing. We'll take a timeout ourselves here. You're listening to Bobcats Football on ghathletics.org. .218 left in the third quarter. Big play here. 3rd and 10 for the Bobcats at the Bucyrus 35. Grandview leads 3-0. 2 receivers wide to the left, 1 wide to the right. A low snap, handoff to Davis. Davis 30, 25, first down, and he's upended down to the 22. So a run play on 3rd and 10. Looks like that caught the Redmen by surprise there. And it's 1st and 10 for Grandview.
Who else but Darion to take that, Murphy?
I know, yeah. This is a big drive for Darion Davis. He's got to be near 50 yards on this drive. Calvin will check on that for me.
Also have Calvin coming over here at the half.
Davis for this game is at 66 yards. Casey takes a low snap again. A handoff to Davis. He's trying to cut the corner, breaks a tackle. Didn't get much as he dives down to the 20-yard line.
Don't forget Stats of Calvin will be coming up at the half.
Our studio analyst / statistician, Calvin Horning, will be in at the end of the first half to crunch some of the numbers here. So stay tuned for that. 90 seconds left here in the first half at the Bucyrus 21. Casey in the shotgun with Davis in the backfield. 2 receivers wide to the left. That's Sterniker and Lachey. Cribbs wide to the right. Casey takes the shotgun snap. He's back to throw. Looks, throws left, caught by Lachey. He bobbled it a little bit, but he is hit immediately at the 21. And that's a catch for no gain. And it's now 3rd and 8. And if you're Grandview, you have to be a bit conscious of the clock here because there's only 57 seconds left. It's 3rd and 8 at the Bucyrus 21. Cats not really showing a sense of urgency here. Bobcats break the huddle. They allow 2 wide to the right, 2 split out wide to the left. Davis at Casey's left hip, who's in the shotgun. Casey takes the snap. He's back to throw. He's in the pocket. He lofts it right side, looking for Charlie James. He tries to make the over-the-shoulder catch. Can't haul it in. It's incomplete. It's 4th down. And decision time for Jason Peters at high school, 38 yards. You're at the edge of field goal range. It's 4th and 8. I still see Kyle Casey on the field. 26 seconds left here in the first half. And will the Bobcats call a timeout here? See Casey walking over towards the sideline, looking at Jason Peters for the call. This would have been, the Bobcats would have been in Jaworski's range if they got maybe 4 or 5 yards on that play, and it would have been a more manageable fourth down situation, as the Bobcats do call a timeout here to talk it over. Right, so if the Bobcats did run on 3rd and 8, then they could have sent Davis up the middle. He could have milked the clock and burned a timeout and sent out Jaworski to attempt about a 33-yard field goal attempt. The Bobcats tried to go to the air there. They went for the home run pass as Charlie James almost hauled it in. Bobcats, this is the second time they've been near the red zone. First time Hallie Jaworski kicked a 23-yard field goal. All right, Grandview's going for it. They sent the offense out on the field. Glenn Cribbs wide to the right. Charlie James and Luke Lachey wide to the left. Davis in the backfield with Casey, who's in the shotgun. Casey takes the shotgun snap. He's back to throw. He's pressured, steps up, lobs it left side, looking for Charlie James. James makes a catch. Is he in? No, he's not. They say he caught it out of bounds. Fans don't like the call. John, what did you think? John thinks he was in there. I thought he was in there too. And Calvin is going to check the replay here to see. And Calvin, put a close eye on it for me. Calvin slowing it down frame by frame here. After all that, 1st and 10 Bucyrus, 19 seconds left here in the first half. They still trail 3-0. A timeout is called. Calvin Horning, watch the replay. He is sure that that was a touchdown. And we have a timeout on the field here, called by Grandview Heights. Second half, so if I were head coach Matt McKeever, I'd go conservative here. I mean, 19 seconds left. You got to go 79 yards. I mean, you do have 3 timeouts, but I mean, how many plays can you run with 19 seconds, even if you do have 3 timeouts? I mean, you got to go the length of the field. I'd just do a couple runs, maybe a couple quick passes, and then just take it into the locker room. I mean, they're still in this. It's 3-0. This is anyone's game here. Seibert in the shotgun, Newland in the backfield. Seibert, a quick throw left. It's caught. He's trying to find some open field, and Knopfzinger is bottled up at the 23-yard line. And 6, 7, 6, 5, 4. The Redmen are going to let the clock run out here. That's the end of the first half. Bobcats lead Bucyrus 3-0. And Calvin Horning, give me a quick signal when you're ready to go. Coming up very shortly, we'll have our studio analyst, Calvin Horning, with the first half stats. And after that, I don't know. I don't think I have an actual. All right, and Calvin is ready to go. Here's Calvin Horning.
15 yards, 75 on the ground, led by Darion Davis with 67 rushing yards. Kyle Casey was 5 of 12 for 40 yards passing, no touchdowns. Hallie Jaworski had a 23-yard field goal.